How do you find your niche? Now, there's different ways to look about the niches. You know, you're going to see all kinds of stuff on the internet about health, wealth, relationships, and you're going to figure out sooner or later what you want to sell, whether it be a physical product or it be a service on the internet or even a physical store like a mom and pop shop. Now, the thing is finding the market sweet spot. It's not that easy. But if you have the proper guidance, of which I'm going to show you right now, like what on the screen that's right in front of you. This is Google Trends. As what you can see in the top left-hand corner there is Google Trends. And now all you got to do to find that is type in to Google Trends, and you'll come here. Now, pay close attention because there is some criteria you have to follow to be able to find this so-called sweet spot. Now, I've mentioned to you several times before, you do not want a fad. Let's take the example Slinky or fidget spinners. That was a fad that lasted for a couple of months, and it was a peak. People made a lot of money, very short period of time, and then it died. Market's dead. You don't want seasonal, like selling bathing suits, because that is only basically once a year sale. It peaks. People buy their bathing suits, and then the market's dead until the next cycle comes around a year later. You want something evergreen. And that's what this sweet spot is all about, is finding an evergreen product. Now, there are certain things, and I want you to follow along with my mouse here. We're at Google Trends, and I've typed in 3 different areas. First, okay, I put in e-learning, learning, entrepreneurship, and then I threw in a 4th one about memory. Why did I choose these ones? Well, they're random for me to kind of explain the best I can. This is where the data comes into play that you got to pay close attention. Now, to find something evergreen, I've put Canada in here for the past day, all categories, web search, and this is including Google and some other search engines. Now, these are the topics. Now, as you can see here, red is e-learning. So we had a spike here in the past day. That would be July 11th, because today's July 12th. So people were searching on Google for the term learning, and you can see there 100 in red. E-learning is number 5, which is the blue here. Entrepreneurship, which is the yellow. Memory search is green. Okay, now what you want to do, you want to change this, and this is to help you find what people are searching for all over the world. You want to find worldwide. You can pick any country you want, but I'm going to be going with the worldwide. Where to go here? Let me just give me a second here. Let's see, maybe it's at the top and I didn't realize it. Let's go to the very top. There we go. Who's at the very top? Now, the very top, worldwide searches for these topics, past day. So we have the learning constantly being searched the past day in all categories, okay? But the key to finding something evergreen is not finding stuff in the past hour, 4 hours, 90 days. You want to go the past 5 years. Now watch what happens. This is very important. So we're looking at these 4 topics. You see what each color represents up here. Okay. Now, the sweet spot that I'm talking about, the red, which is just the term learning, is not a good topic to go into if you're looking at getting into a niche about learning, because it's too broad. It's very, very broad. What kind of learning is it? Learning how to puppy train, learning how to knit. So, the sweet spot I'm talking about is when you've got something along these lines, the yellow and the blue. It has a few peaks. Let me get this out of the way here. But it's consistent. This would be a market sweet spot. Again, the green, which was memory, is too high, out of the sweet spot. Okay, so these two would be eliminated. Now, let's do this. Remove. Just watch the colors are going to change, and then you're going to remove, let's say, edit memory to let's put it to improved memory. And see what happens. Okay. Now, improved memory for the past 5 years worldwide is below the sweet spot. So that would not be a good niche to go into. Now let's take, because we already know what our sweet spot it is. You know, there's been a spike here on e-learning from April 5th to April 11th. You see it right in front of you. E-learning specifically is a rise. With this pandemic that's going around the world, with this COVID-19, a lot of people, because there's so many layoffs, people getting fired, people getting furloughed from their job, companies going bankrupt, personal bankruptcies are on the rise. People are looking to build up new skills, okay? So, what my recommendation is, if you're going to be going into any type of niche, I would recommend going into online teaching of some capacity, whether it be, I'm just picking ideas out of my head, like ESL courses, or possibly teaching piano, or possibly teaching how to do a hobby or a craft. You have to find that by adding in a comparison. So let's, for the fun of it, let's put in here, learn, I'm going to move my mic here a little bit. Let's say learning knitting. Okay. Yellow, we're going to get. Flat, not a good idea. Okay. Let's pick a different one, and let's say, what would be something really good? Let's say, puppy training. Let's see what's happening there. Flat again. Okay? But you get the idea of, I don't want to make a long, exhausting video for you. I just want to give you an idea how to find a sweet spot. You could use these as a starting point of a evergreen market, because people are going into being self-employed more because of the insecurities about jobs. Don't let your own personal doubts about your abilities hold you back. But this is an example of how to find your sweet spot. If you pick something as a comparison to these other two, and if your data falls within this same range, along the red and blue, you got yourself something you should really look into. My name is Robert Miller. I hope you got this information was very, very helpful for you. Again, check out my website, MillerEducationVentures.com. And you know some, also, before I forget, if you want to talk to me, by all means, just go on my website at MillerEducationVentures.com. There's a free 30-minute consult call I can have with you, either by Skype or even a Zoom call, or if you prefer, a telephone call. So by all means, take advantage of the situation when you can, okay? Hope you're all doing well and safe in this, what's going on in the world today. And again, my name is Robert Miller with MillerEducationVentures.com.